Ellie here for A&R Factory, and I'm joined by the fabulous alt pop duo Emerger. They recently released their single Round We Go, and I can't wait to talk to them about it. So hello guys, how are you?
Hey
Hey
Ellie,
Ellie.
nice to chat to you. Thanks for having us.
No problem at all. I was just saying before off camera, like, these guys look literally iconic. I just love the way you
Oh,
look.
thank you. Likewise.
Thank you. Do you think it's important, like as an artist and as somebody who's putting out music, that you have a particular image?
Yeah, I think if the image is true to yourself and you just kind of, if it comes natural,
Yeah, if it's
then
authentic
if it's
and
authentic, then I'd say yeah, go for it.
Yeah, that's what we like. Well, you're doing it very well. So I'll just introduce you there with your song Round We Go. Now, everybody loves this, and it got a spin on BBC Radio 6. So talk to me
Yeah.
about
yeah.
all that.
Yeah, it's the third time actually that we
Mm,
got into BBC Introducing. But yeah,
yeah.
I was so happy that the latest one got a spin as well. So it's
Yeah.
always really
Yeah.
awesome
It was added
hearing.
to the BBC Introducing mixtape with Tom Robinson.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so, yeah, he picked up on that after he added it to his Fresh Faves on his blog, Fresh on the Net. So it was a very cool feature, and we are very happy about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you sort of promote your music then? Because you are based in Cape Town, so how are you I know the internet exists obviously, and that's a great way to do
Yeah.
it, but how are you getting your music from there over here?
Well, we've spent quite a bit of time
Mm.
in London as well. We've got family living in London, and we when we just released our debut EP called Bloom in 2018, we were actually in London right before the release. We had a little special visit to Abbey Road Studios. We did the
Just
mastering
drop
of
that
the
in
EP
there.
there.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Right.
very, very cool. Yeah,
We
yeah.
actually, so with the release of our first EP, Bloom, our debut single, Break and Fall, we entered that into an international songwriting contest that was hosted by Abbey Road Studios, and we ended up being one of the winners. And that also gave us the opportunity to attend a mastering session there.
Yeah.
So it was pretty surreal, I must say, coming from Cape Town, being in Abbey Road Studio, walking the halls, seeing all of the incredible artists that's been there before. So yeah,
Yeah,
feeling really blessed about that.
Yeah, it was a bucket
honestly.
list
Yeah,
item
bucket list for
ticked.
sure.
Of
Um,
course, and like
yeah.
one quite far up the list as well, I'd expect. That's just people are going to be so jealous of you when they find it. It's just incredible. And your newest release from 2018, fast forward to 2021, Round We Go. I love it, and can I just say, I am such a fan. Music aside, of the production value of your videos, they are incredible. Are you two
Thank
like
you.
creative, or does somebody else do it?
No, so we do everything ourselves. We're not signed, and it's very much a hustle. So
Independent, because we want to be
independent.
independent.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything like we write, record, produce everything, and also the music video, like the visual side of things, is something we do ourselves as well. We've
Yeah.
obviously
Yeah.
so the
You
music.
you directed the video pretty
Yeah,
much. It
so
was like we kind of had this weekend where we were thinking, what's the concept behind the video going to be? And we always wanted to do something in an art gallery, but
yeah.
then Emma took that idea and just kind of went with it because one of her friends was working at a art gallery at the time in Cape Town.
Yeah, so the
And
stars like really aligned for that. My friend was working at an art gallery.
another friend of ours was doing this light installation called the Light Tank.
Yeah, it's
It's this really cool. It's like the size of a room, and it's just filled with LEDs.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like literally like a tank, and it's like curtains of LEDs, and they are programmed
Yeah,
so that they move.
yeah.
Yeah, so when that was exhibiting at the art gallery, I thought this is
Yeah.
a prime opportunity to do something amazing with that, and so we incorporated the light tank into the music video. So yeah.
Oh, stunning. Absolutely stunning. I just, honestly, I must have spent about an hour just on your YouTube just last night. Because is there a video, is it Urban Wilderness or
Yeah.
Reimagined, where you've got
Uh,
flares or something? It might be the
yeah,
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was the
that. I was
first,
like,
I
wow.
think. That was our first music video that we did, and the song "Urban Wilderness." It's about Cape Town. We wrote it about Cape. It's like a tribute to the city, and so we wanted to feature, all the amazing parts of it, and obviously we have a lot of history in Cape Town, so we wanted to bring in that nostalgia, and that was a really fun one to shoot as well. It's proud of that one too.
I wish I was there. It looked fun. The only time I've ever seen a flare in real life was at a Liam Gallagher gig, and then it was in Sheffield at Sheffield Arena, and somebody got injured, so it was all for like the wrong reasons.
Oh my gosh!
It did look nice. Yeah, it was bad. But anyway, and the other thing is,
got to be careful. Yeah.
Sorry,
no. I just want to say you got to be careful with those. Sorry about. You got to be careful with those smoke grenades, because sometimes if you don't pull the pin out like with confidence and really, it kind of like does this weird thing where the whole top just starts to fume and it looks like it's gonna explode. So with the very first one that we popped on the music video shoot, it almost started, and it came out of two sides. There's actually a shot of that. It's a black smoke grenade, and it comes out of two sides.
You gotta be careful.
And I was like, damn, this thing's gonna explode.
Because of your accent, you sound really laid back, even so when you're, damn, this is gonna explode. Like, that's funny. Oh, yeah, that's funny. But you're right, sometimes things that might have a bad end actually look pretty on screen. So you're dying for your art. It's all for the right reasons.
Exactly.
I absolutely love that. And the other track that I wanted to talk to you about was State of Mind, but not specifically the video, even though the video is obviously unreal. I want to talk about your writing. So when you write, also love the style of your music, because it's got so many different elements, especially the newest one, like 80s synth. That's like right up my street. And I just wondered, with your writing, is it all from like personal experience, or does it come to you in a dream, or does everybody have input? Well, it's just you two, but do you both have input?
Yeah, we absolutely do. Quite often what happens is you're in the studio where we're based at the moment, I kind of start with a riff, or kind of like the inception of a song idea with the music, and naturally I mostly on the same day still play the little quick demo to Emma as soon as I get home, and Emma will usually be like, oh man, I can't wait to put lyrics to this.
Yeah.
And then so quite often what happens is I almost lay out a full production that's already very much layered, and all the instruments are there, and then
he is like incredible. Like, obviously I might be biased, but there's never been like something that he's brought to me that I didn't like freak out about. He's extremely good with like melody and chords and harmony, and so usually
we like the same type of music.
Obviously we like the same stuff. So, but he's brilliant with that. And then I love putting melody and vocal to that. So
so that's what happens, and then we quite often then sit
and
figure out what's the song going to be about, what are the emotions that the music kind of evokes in us. And quite often with both Urban Wilderness as well as State of Mind, we kind of had a title before any of the other lyrics. And so we kind of have this title, we think.
And then we try and get like a story or a theme around that.
Yeah.
So with State of Mind, that was actually a song that we wrote last year when we were in like hard lockdown. And we both were kind of feeling the heaviness, the lockdown blues. And we were doing part-time jobs, obviously, and he came back with this really cool riff, and then I don't know, the rest just kind of flowed.
Yeah, I think we sat on that riff for a good month, and before we decided, okay, come on, let's just finish this track now, and put some lyrics and vocals to it. And I think there was this one day where you and I, it was a Friday, I remember that, because we had plans the evening with her family or something, and we were like, let's try and wax the song before we go.
Because we're overthinkers, I must say. So we take our time with things. But that day, like, everything was just...
And we were just...
It just worked.
Yeah, it's kind of freestyling in studio, and we had the mic like
We-
up and running, and we were just kind of recording lyrics as we go on and like writing down, this is cool, this doesn't work. And it ended up kind of being really awesome how the train of thought in studio worked out that way.
Yeah,
And naturally,
as opposed to like writing it beforehand and then
yeah,
going into record. It was like
yeah.
recording and writing at the same time, which is great.
And naturally, because we were in hard lockdown and like quarantine, and COVID was happening at its peak, or it was the first peak of the first wave, all that stuff of the
Yeah.
So naturally, we had to write a song about that. I mean, as so many other artists, like it hopefully will only happen once in a lifetime. Who knows? Fingers crossed.
Don't jinx it. That
Yeah.
Touch wood,
means,
touch
you know.
wood.
Did you have a nice Friday night after you got that song done though?
What did we do?
Well, we played what we made to your family, I
Ah,
think,
yeah.
to your brother.
Oh,
And he
freaked
freaked out,
out
and he was
and-
like, "Guys,
Yeah.
this." It's like so
that, do you know, that is
Yeah.
so sweet, so sweet. My boyfriend's in a band called Weekdays, and they just, you know, they've done like the odd bits in the UK, but because their music's so loud, and they're not like hard rock or anything, they're just like they reckon they're the Beatles, you know, so it's just they're like overwhelming. So if they came and played to my family, they'd be a bit like, what's going on? But you're like so gentle in your music, and it's like, oh, it's just so cute. So tell everybody, because I bet they'll be dying to know, what's coming up for you this year, because surely this is the year where you don't want part-time jobs anymore. You want music to be your one and only, because it could be you've got the talent, and I know it doesn't mean a lot coming from me, because who am I, but you've found a fan in me now and a subscriber. So tell people what you want to do this year.
Yeah, definitely working on new stuff. We're working towards a full length. It's
Yeah.
very ambitious, but we're working towards a full length album, and so throughout the year we'll be releasing singles leading up to that. Yeah. So hopefully it will be done early next year.
Yeah, I think realistically early
yeah.
next year.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed once again.
Well, you know how fast a year goes, don't you, after all this COVID
Yeah.
Exactly.
stuff, so it'll come round quickly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
And just a bunch of live performance videos, more music videos, of course. We've got a good team around us now with the cinematographers, like on speed dial, you know, we can just like hit him up any day, like,
Yeah,
come on,
that
Kyle,
helps
let's
a lot.
go shoot a video. And
Let's do something. I love that.
yeah,
I want
and
one.
yes. So what's that? Sorry.
I want a
Oh, you want
cinematographer
one?
to follow me around. Are you lot on TikTok as well? Because I mean, people love stuff like that on TikTok. Are you not on it?
We're on
I
it, but
think we created
haven't.
a profile, but we haven't really been doing
Come on,
anything
guys.
yet.
No, we should
This-
really get
Yeah.
more with it, shouldn't we?
Yeah, we should.
I'm telling you now, if you put that video on for Urban Wilderness, people will be like, oh my gosh, everyone loves the visuals on there. But I'm TikTok obsessed, so I am biased. If people want to find your music, what are you called and where can they find you? Like your little at.
Yeah, so it's at Emerger Music on Instagram and Facebook, and then obviously
On Twitter as
on
well.
Twitter as well. Our YouTube channel
Yeah, it's just youtube.com/
/
It gets too long. /C/ /Emerger
Yeah,
Music.
yeah.
It's
You'll find
Emerger,
us.
just look for Emerger. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. I adore your music, your
you.
style, and your accent. So speak soon.
Thank you very much,
Thanks so
Ellie.
much.
Thanks
It was
for the
lovely
interview.
chatting to you.